What's going on, guys? This is Darren Bradley. I am back, and since I'm back, we're going to be cutting down the penis talk this episode on the podcast. So we are the Afro Anime Initiative, and here we talk about Afrofuturism, and we cover Afrofuturism from A to Z. P ain't in there, so we gonna cut that out, especially since it wasn't a black P. So we gonna cut that out. So this episode, we're gonna stick to the true geek ram, and we gonna keep it popping.
This is not a patriarchy. This is not a monarchy. This is a democracy, and I say we vote on what more we should talk about.
Go ahead, vote. Who votes for more Chris Evans bodily parts talk?
No, not Chris Evans.
Oh, not that. No.
We're done with
Oh.
I'm just
okay.
There wasn't much to see there, but
wasn't much. Okay, so who votes for more lower body part talk?
Come on now, let's go.
You vote for it, Mara?
Hell yeah.
You say yes. Yeah. Paulina, what do you vote?
Oh, I'm all for it. Shoot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last episode of the Afro Anime Initiative podcast. You can find me on YouTube at Darren Bradley and also on Twitch, Boss Bradley, Instagram, Boss Bradley. I'll let your boy. We going solo. We flying high in this month. You feel me? Because if I can't talk about what I want to talk about, especially some of these cosplay girls, we ain't talking about no more pinks.
Whoa.
We can talk about that too.
We can talk about that too. You never mentioned that.
Why, dude? Because if I do that, that's when they'll cancel the show for real. Dude, we really screwed.
Oh. Off air, guys. We can talk about that.
All right, that was about 2 minutes of the show. Welcome to the Afro Anime Initiative podcast, where we cover everything in Afrofuturism from A to Z, and we will get to that Z because guess what? We got a W. We'll talk about that later on, and also talk about Microsoft buying Bethesda. Oh, I said it wrong. I've been practicing all day, and I still said it wrong. I don't care. They bought something. I am your co-host, Darren Bradley, along with
Paulina Guerrier. Hi, guys.
Featuring.
What's up, guys? It's Marvette.
All right, ladies. Since we're done with that, and by the way, we're probably going to delete last week's episode. Since we're done with that, let's get into our main topic of the day.
Okay.
Wow.
I see how it is now. Okay.
Hey. If I can't do at least 2 segments a week focusing on the body part of a cosplayer, y'all can do it. I don't care if it is Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., or Tupac. All right? So, done. I'm back.
Wait a minute.
Listen. We're all about equality and equity in here. So we're not going to tell you not to talk about it. Go ahead. Shoot.
Here's equity. Chris Evans can get away with it because, like you said, you couldn't see that much anyway. So it's cool. But if I talk about some of these beautiful, voluptuous cosplay girls out here doing their thing, OnlyFans accounts, it's over with. They going to shut down the channel. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not equity. Exactly. It's double standard. So if I can't do it,
it's a racist.
It's all. Well, it's probably It's probably much.
I'm gonna be a little sexist here and say, Darren, you can't do it. We'll talk about it for you.
All right, cool. Dude. I'm gonna throw them on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Afro Anime Initiative, and then we'll get on with that. As y'all can tell, this is gonna be a real loose episode. There's been a lot of weird news, cool but weird news, and honestly, let's just jump right into it. So this week, Microsoft have reignited the console wars, and I'm here for it because I play PC. They bought for $7.5 billion Bethesda. Yeah, Bethesda. That's Fallout. Other Fallout stuff. There's some other Fallout stuff. That's all I played from them is Fallout. So if they made other stuff, I really don't care. And that price tag is $7.5 billion because Microsoft bought their parent company, so they bought a bunch of other little studios too. Yep. That's more than what Marvel and Star Wars went to Disney combined.
Basically, Microsoft pulled a Disney.
Yes, but
all right.
All right. Yes, and just for those in the comments, I do know the other games that they make. I don't play Skyrim. Okay, calm down. Because I really don't play the game. I don't play Fallout that much anymore because they're janky. They're buggy. I don't play games that got bugs in them. I just don't know more. I'm too old. That's why I play PC. So hopefully with Microsoft taking this stuff over, they'll fix all these bug issues. But anyway, I digress. Paulina, what do you think about Microsoft just buying up the industry, or starting to anyway?
Honestly, if it makes more of these games available for PC, I'm all for it. Like,
Yeah.
I never had a PlayStation, but I grew up with cousins who had PlayStations my whole life. I love playing on it. It's easier on the hands versus the Xbox. But with this, shoot, I'm fine with this, honestly. Just the only thing, like, at first, I was like, more monopolies. But at the same time, it's like, honestly, it's convenient. It's just convenience for me, honestly. So I'm looking to see what Sony might be doing to counter. I don't know what Nintendo's doing. They're doing their own thing. I don't think they care so much.
Nintendo don't care. They don't care.
They're in their own world. But I don't know what Sony's gonna do, if they're gonna respond or be like, hey, well, we have something up our sleeve and something like really lame or better. I don't know. So
this is the response. But Xbox doing this is the response because Sony basically destroyed them last generation.
True.
And Sony's exclusives, like I know you guys talked about this, the PS5 pre-orders and everything. Sony's exclusive is what's rocketing their sales. Those games, you can't get them nowhere else, including PC. Like that's it. Sony you can get them. So this is Xbox doing this is to counteract that. And I was like, like that's all I could say, because I'm like, the price tag was first of all like wow, but then what they bought was like, because everybody's talking about, well, those games still got to go to Sony. Yeah, the game that's coming out next year. After that,
no.
They could pull that. No, this is all exclusive to us because we just paid $7.5 billion for it.
Right.
We ain't got to share nothing.
Exactly.
And it's honestly to boost. It's not even to boost console sales. Well, yes and no, but it's to boost Game Pass. Bring in all those games, and they are strictly only on the Game Pass now, and the only way you can get them if you buy a hard copy, which are disappearing because GameStop may not be around much longer. Nope. That's a huge play. And like you say, that Sony, I don't want to say retaliate, but then they're gonna have to make some moves themselves to be like, ooh, interesting. Like they just have to be like, what we got to do to counteract that? Will it be another buy? Will it be them just saying, hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to bring all our PS5 first-party games made by Sony. Here's the Sony PC app. Because Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, oh, yeah, I'm buying that. I was going to buy a PS4 to play that game. Nah, I got it on PC now. I ain't got to buy no PS4. And Sony still get all the money because they made that game. It's their game. So, I don't know. I better know you're not a gamer. But I know you saw some stuff.
Basically, Microsoft just bought the concept of entertainment.
Oh, well, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
You can say that. Because
I'm over here thinking about what would happen to PlayStations, like their games and stuff. Are they still going to produce that? Or, I mean...
So what it looks like so far, because Bethesda was an independent publisher. They were a publisher. They were a publisher. Where it looks like so far is going to happen is any game that have been announced or contracts already signed where they are coming to PS5 or PS4, they're still coming. After that, Xbox will be like, nah, you only making stuff for us and for our Microsoft Windows PC program. That's it. That's it. And if Sony wants to pay us to get it later, well, think about it. So now, because and a lot of people were a little worried about that, upset about it. I'm like, but you can't be mad at Microsoft for doing this because let's be honest, even though that Avengers game might not be the best game right now, I heard the patches coming out for it should really help that sucker out. Now I might get it after the patches drop. How mad were y'all when y'all heard Spider-Man was only going to the PS4 version? Yeah. So you getting mad at Microsoft being like, okay, so y'all got that one character, and we finna buy a whole bunch of companies. How that feel? So you can't be mad at them. And honestly, this is the return of the console wars, in my opinion, because if it wasn't for this, especially after what happened with pre-orders for both PS5 and Xbox Series X, whatever, the new one. it looked like Sony had already won until this announcement came out. So I'm just excited to see the fallout, because at the end of the day, again, I have a PC and I can steal these games, so I don't really care. I really don't. Oh man, Paul, you got any final words on Microsoft buying Bethesda and his other subsidiaries?
Like I said, it's just convenience, and I'm just sitting and waiting for the fallout of all this. It looks so messy, and I need some popcorn.
Indeed. Well, speaking of fallout and popcorn, this might be the next step forward, because with this news that, again, with this giant company, a profitable company, by the way, it was a profitable company. It wasn't like they were in dire need of something. Even though their last game flopped, they still made money from it because people are diehard fans and still paid for it. The next fallout might be a giant Japanese company getting bought, because there have been news for years. And look, this is perfect with the Tokyo Game Show going on right now. Talking about for years that one of the big giant Japanese game developers might be next up. Capcom, Konami, Sega, and who was the other one? Oh, I can't remember. Was it Toei? I don't think it was Toei. But 4 big companies, there were talks of American publishers, or at least console publishers, makers, Sony, or like I said, Microsoft, buying them. This was years ago, but they faded away because, again, it's Japan. Buying a Japanese company and your base not in Japan is one of the most difficult things in the world to do. But now with this happening, $7.5 billion price tag, some of these Japanese companies like, oh, we love America. Red, white, blue. Let's go. What's the check? Yeah, what's the check? And don't give it to us in yen, give it to us in dollars. That might be the next fallout. And some people, of course, people who don't follow the industry, or they only follow their fandoms, are all like, but then another happened. These companies make too much money, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Shoda Bashida, best. I've been saying the name all day, and now it's time to record. I can't say the name correctly. Anyway, that company, they were profitable. They were not failing. They had one bad game. The last game they dropped, they had a lot of bad PR about it. That's one game. Their other games were still selling. They were still making money off of their properties. So whether these companies are profitable or not, that dollar will change everybody's mind. It looks like it is. I'm starting my Vex. I know you don't follow games a lot, but what do you think, if that's a good next step for any company to try to buy a big Japanese developer to increase their influence and pool to buy those consoles?
I honestly want to see more variety in the market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something different. Like we were just talking about the PS4 game that I finally tried.
Mm-hmm.
The Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
Which I enjoyed so much. So if there's like that out there, I don't mind it.
Okay. P, what do you think about Japanese companies putting themselves on the chopping block? on the auction block.
It just tells me that something's changing. So like there's something going on. Like they've picked up. Like they need to save their butts, or they need to make some changes. Like right now, I don't know. But for me, it's all a waiting game, because I really don't know what the next move is.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I just want to throw it out there because Fallout looks like it's good. Fallout, get it? Fallout, they make the best shit to make Fallout. Okay. Anyway, the Fallout's coming because the industry is checking up. People don't understand that the video game industry, well, I think they do understand, they just don't realize how big those numbers actually mean. The video game industry outmakes money in Hollywood, even during a good year. And Hollywood had a great year. They had like last year, before all this crap, $20 billion movies. Hollywood was on the high. Video games outpaced them 5 times. 5 times over video games. So it's big business. That, again, Star Wars was a huge property before Disney got it. Marvel, even though they were going through trouble through the comic industry, they made those first Marvel movies on their own. They were on the come up, and they still don't match, combining those 2 properties together, how much Microsoft just spent for this. It doesn't come close. It doesn't come close. Well, speaking of Microsoft, and I found this something also made me go, if you have Microbox Game Pass Ultimate, the perk this month is you get 2 free months of Funimation. Funimation has a lot of great stuff. You guys know it's Afro Anime Initiative. But honestly, that's like, if I go on my Nephew's Xbox, buy the Game Pass Ultimate perk. Can I finish My Hero Academia in 2 months? And the answer is yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think this is genius for them because, again, you're letting the Japanese market know, hey, we're American. And yeah, we've done stupid stuff. But look what we're doing now. We got anime up here. Give us your game company. I think that's genius. Genius. P, did you get a chance to look over the perks of getting Funimation 2 months free if you buy that Xbox Game Pass?
Not the full thing yet, but I think it's a very smart move. It's extremely smart because with gaming comes anime fans. Period. Like, so I don't know. I think it's nuts. I'm sorry. I'm just like I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this because first of all, Microsoft buying this whatever. I can't say it.
Bethesda.
Thank you. And pretty much beefing up the library of games that Xbox is going to have. And this, yeah, no, they're good. They're good.
Yeah. Marv, I know you're just getting the anime because we pestered you about it. How do you feel about, hey, you've already got the games. I already paid for online. Let me throw an extra couple of bucks and watch anime free for a couple of months. How you feel about that?
Just thinking about the amount of anime I could watch in 2 months.
There's no such thing. How dare you?
That's what I'm saying. The amount. Is there such thing?
Yeah, there's no such thing as too much.
Okay, then. Then I'm good with it. I'm good, Chick.
Cool.
On that
Cool.
note.
Yeah.
But hold on. How much money Microsoft got? God damn. They just going around buying shit. Wait a minute.
Okay, hold on. Okay. And it's something that we haven't talked about, and it could be a whole separate podcast. This is what I'm saying. Microsoft was smart. Jobs made stuff pretty. Steve Jobs wanted to make an ecosystem where he had control because he was a control freak, but also where he protected you from everything. Microsoft was like, nah, we just gonna steal your stuff and then let people make cool stuff, then steal their stuff and make money off of it. And that's how they got so rich and powerful. Because people don't understand. Bill Gates don't know nothing about pretty fonts. That was Steve Jobs hiring French artists and stuff to be like, I want you to make a font that speaks to me as I type. They're like, what? Typing? Yes. And that's what they did. But it worked. That's why you go look when you download a new word processor or something, that sucker say which font you want. You click on a font, it's 800,000 of them. That's Steve Jobs. But then Bill Gates was like, oh, this is really dope. Let's take this. Let's take the source code information, throw it out into the wild, let people make it on their own, steal it, call it ours, and then sell it back to them. And that's how you got rich. So when you do that for years upon years upon years, and then when people try to come out with stuff that's better than yours, but it's too expensive, and because you make money by selling all your stuff to the government, you can be like, oh, well, we can just sell it cheap everywhere and put them out of business and then buy up their technology anyway. You have all the money in the world. Them spending $7.5 billion on this for what they're trying to do with their gaming service is small change. Not chump change, but small change. Because everything, and I do mean, everything they spent on this, they're probably going to make it up by the end of by the beginning of next year. Because guess what's coming up? The holiday season, time for new tech to be sold. Time for new people to have to buy Microsoft Word again all over. Time for people to steal it, then have to buy it anyway once they give a new update and your stolen thing don't work no more. They're going to make that money back. And they're going to make that money back on these games. Because again, Skyrim, Fallout, those are huge popular games. Those are games that sell like Call of Duty. Well, not as much, but they close. They're going to make that money back. And they're going to make it back in the smartest way possible. If you don't want to pay $15, I don't even think it's $15 now. Whatever how much it is for Game Pass, $15 a month to get all the games, you still got to pay $60, maybe $70 in some cases. So if you don't want to pay for Game Pass, you still got to fork over close to $100 to get the game anyway, and then still pay for online. They're going to get that money back. So Yeah. Yeah. Any guys any more thoughts on Funimation and Xbox making a smart deal?
It's smart. That's it.
Okay. Excellent. Well, speaking of Funimation, let's stick with some streaming service news, something I was happy and elated about. Samuel L. Jackson and Disney announced today that Nick Fury will begin the Disney Plus show. No title has been announced yet. No date has been announced yet, but we know it's coming and we know it's going to fall into probably that Captain Marvel 2 realm. It's probably going to come out on Disney Plus around that time. Before I give my thoughts, let's start with the novice, and I only say novice in the most respectful way, because again, you're not into the geek world as deep as me and Paulina are. How do you feel about getting this Nick Fury Disney Plus show, Mervat?
About time, motherfucker. About time. That's it.
Awesome. Short and sweet. I would say like you, but you're not sweet. Paulina.
Motherfucker.
What do you think about the Sam Jackson Nick Fury Disney Plus TV show?
I'm excited too. I want to see more of him. I love him as an actor, and I love his interpretation of Nick Fury. So I'm excited for this. Absolutely excited.
Awesome. Well, let me say this. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank everybody out there for supporting WandaVision, because the WandaVision Disney Plus trailer 2 scored 53 point some odd million views in the first 24 hours. It beat out some of the most popular Super Bowl commercials. It beat out Infinity War, and I believe it got close, or it did beat out Endgame for that record on YouTube. Because of you guys and your support of WandaVision, Disney's like, well, damn, get a black man a show, and the black man got a show.
Yep. So hard.
Yeah. That is why this announcement came today. Because I honestly think Samuel L. Jackson was like, hey, I know what y'all trying to do. I'm a movie star. I worked too hard to be a movie star. I did the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing because they gave me a whole bunch of cash and I only had to work for a day. But I ain't trying to do TV. I ain't trying to be the lead in the TV show. They saw what WandaVision did. They saw the money that Disney is putting into this. Sam Jack like, oh, it's movie pay? I here come.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin, yeah. And Kevin Feige's like, oh, I got you, bro. I got you. Let's get it popping. So yeah, that's what I have to say. I have to say thank you all for supporting WandaVision. Because I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all of it. I'm a Marvel dude. I never lied about it. But this I wasn't expecting. And now I know what it probably is gonna be. A lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna make Agents of S.W.O.R.D. or no, they're gonna do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're gonna get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back. Bring back Phil Coulson, blah, blah. No, y'all, it's Secret Invasion. It's gonna be the Skrulls. This is going to be Nick Fury's story because in the comic book, Nick Fury was involved, but he wasn't in it deep. He had his own little side comic. In the cartoon version of the Secret Invasion, Nick Fury was a focal point. Nick Fury was a focal point in calling it out. And I think they're going to try to adapt that route because before they canceled it, that cartoon was incredibly popular. So they're going to probably go that route where they make Nick Fury more of a focal point of the Secret Invasion and figuring out what's going on, who's who and what's what. And with Samuel Jackson doing it, I believe the word was, well, motherfucker. So, yeah, we in. Love it. Beautiful words. Like Disney is out here 1-2 punch. They just going to hit you one time. They're going to hit you with another one. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Any closing remarks on Samuel Jackson? We just all like we here for it.
Yep. Definitely here for it.
Nice. Well, let's keep the train rolling with beautiful blackness. The Wagadu Chronicles, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, has announced a Kickstarter for their D&D and MMO African-centered Afrofuturism cultural project. Well, the Kickstarter is funded, y'all. I think it took a little bit more than a day, maybe just 24 hours to get it done. So they just working on stretch goal, and they got a couple of weeks to go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have the details for this, mostly because I'm just trying to figure out how to get the money so I can support the Kickstarter. So I was just like, oh, it's official, it's coming, it's funded. I gotta go find money. So I stopped looking at stuff and information. But I'm gonna be real. I've been following them since day one. Paulina put me on to this. Let's give credit where credit's due. We got them on our Twitter. Follow us on Afro_AI on Twitter. We got it on our Twitter. We got it. I've been following them. This thing looks amazing. Marvette, have you had a chance to check out the Wagadu Chronicles Kickstarter?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
As an African, I would love to say I'm happy to see African mythology being represented.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that they traveled to Africa, lived in certain places, trying to get even the weather, try to put that into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit. Y'all did your research. And I love how diverse the company is.
Yeah.
Now, me not being a gamer,
I was going to ask.
Hold on. I'm going to play it. But is this an online game or does it belong to a system?
Online. MMOs are online games. Massive multiplayer online.
I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning.
It means a whole bunch of people all at once basically playing the same game, interacting together, doing things, traveling together. Like, so that's what it's going to be. And that's why I say I had a question for you, because I was about to say, being your perspective as African on this and not so heavy into the geek culture as we are, how do you feel that they're making this D&D, that's the dice game, role-playing dice, and MMO, multiplayer online? How do you feel about them taking the avenue of using these two genres to present Afrofuturism, Afroculture in this way?
I feel like they're trying to relate to the audience of nowadays and how it's going to fit a concept and how they can, hey, we know what you want. We know what you're used to. Here's how we're going to present it. But I feel like this is just the beginning of it. And honestly, I'm thinking it's going to expand more and more. I'm really excited, guys. Because I don't get to see Africa in anything.
Well, you can see Africa on Instagram at Afro Anime Initiative. I share pictures of Africa all the time.
True. The artwork and the visuals are beautiful. Yeah. I want to go home.
Let's bring this back up. You know, let's bring this beautiful African love up. You know, we're not gonna be homesick. We're gonna show the love. Paulina, tell us how you feel about that Wagadu. I know I fucked it up. Wagadu Chronicles Kickstarter.
I already joined the Discord. So I'm listen. Like Aaron said, I was the one to be like, this is awesome, and showed everybody else about it. So I've been following this since day one too, and I'm so excited for it. I took a look at the Kickstarter as well, and again, it's gorgeous. It's just so far up my alley. It's just right up there, and I am willing to go broke for this. I am willing to go broke. Number one. Number two, it's essentially an African Dungeons and Dragons, but with Africa, and I actually feel like I belong somewhere because I've expressed interest. I've actually expressed
beautiful
and curiosity to Dungeons and Dragons, but the culture that surrounds it is usually like geeky white dudes, and now it's geeky white girls and dudes, and sometimes black people and other, people of color or whatnot. But it's like it's just.
Can I jump in right there for a second? The Dungeons and Dragons thing, yes, I can get to that. Because Dungeons and Dragons, I think, is 40 years old next year. So Dungeons and Dragons, they've been down for a while. And let's be honest, but even though black people did fantasy, we did magic, mysticism, all that stuff, we didn't have a game for it. We need a game system for it. So we didn't get it. I don't think we really got into the game system. Now, there are black Dungeons and Dragons players, though. No, hold up. Don't get me wrong. They've been there since day one. Respect to those kings and queens. But it wasn't something that hit the mainstream of Black America. Let's tell the truth about it. But role playing, though, has always been big in the Black community, and I think that's why I like why they're hitting this from two fronts, on the MMO side and the D&D side, because you're covering all of the geek spectrum, where Black people have always found their niche, but now it's like, no, let's take our place at the table. And I think that this is why, like I said, as soon as I just heard the Kickstarter was live, I just started looking for money. I didn't need to hear nothing else. I've been following, like I said, since Pauline put me on day one. I just been following them. But I love their perspective of coming from both sides, because we need to have our seat at the table. It's not like we ain't been playing these games since day one. Like, we ain't been on video games since the jump. And it's not like we haven't done role playing since one. We just probably didn't do the dice stuff. So I'm sorry, I had to jump in there with that. So continue.
Holly, you got me when you said belonging.
Honestly,
yeah, you did, for real.
No.
Because when I first saw it, I was just like, oh, no. And then it had a bit of a small following at first. I'm just like, God, I hope this grows, and it did. Because, like I said, as soon as I saw it, I felt chills because I've been looking for a space like that for a very long time, but I never realized it until I joined fandom and then drama, and I'm like, screw this. So when I saw this, like I like MMOs. I do. I don't
Mhm.
do much. I don't do them much because again, I mean currently I'm too busy for that, unfortunately. But I love adventure games. I love adventure games. That's my niche. That's my thing. You know. So I'm literally already like still have to take a closer look on the different cultures and you know people in this story in this world so I can craft my character. I already have a character in mind. I already do. I'm ready for this. You guys don't understand how ready I am for this.
I feel you. I feel you.
So it means a lot to me to see this, and I sincerely hope it keeps going, it keeps growing, and more things just stems from it that we get a critical role. And I'm not saying like a part of it, but I'm talking about like that podcast D&D thing that's really popular with D&D fans right now.
Well,
I'm hoping
let me
that.
let me let me say something.
Oh,
This
okay.
is fuck Critical Role. No disrespect.
Oh,
Y'all are cool. I watch y'all. Real talk, I do. I don't need them to do it. Why don't we do it?
thank you.
Yeah, why don't we do it?
I was
Why
literally about
don't
to say,
we why don't we make our goal?
yes.
Make our goal. Get our stuff together, get our money together, get the equipment that we're gonna need. Hopefully this COVID stuff is over. We can find one of our houses to sit in. We do it. What do we need Critical Role for?
No, that's what I'm saying, though. You didn't let me get there.
Oh my bad, because it sounded like you was asking them to do it.
No,
Oh
no.
no.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh okay. Got you.
Okay. No. Like, they have that. Good for them. They're on it, but I've never shown any interest in watching not a single episode. I actually recognize two of the players because I used to follow their work in voice acting and anime for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I
Yeah.
knew about it. But then I saw what it was, and then I'm like, okay, have fun, don't care. So with this, I'm like, there will be one. There has to be one coming up at some point, and we will be involved. I will be involved at some point because this is some stuff. No, this is some shit that I want to see, that I want to be a part of. Period. Tuh.
Okay. I was just making sure because we always let's be honest, we as people, as human beings, we have more power than we think. When we speak stuff, we speak that stuff into being. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't speaking for other people to play it. I don't even want to see the Wagadu people play it. No, I'm gonna pay for the game. I'm gonna get this money together. I'm gonna get the Kickstarter. I'm gonna buy it myself, and then I'm gonna film me playing it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna film the initiative doing. Okay, I just wanted clarification. That's the word, clarification. That's all, Queen. Clarification, Queen. That's all I was asking. Got you. Yeah, F them. No, we do it. That's the point. We do this. That's because it's so good. And the thing is, let's be honest, Critical Role, these people been around for a long time. Dungeon Dragon, Hero Quest, Hasbro just announced some Hero Quest stuff. Like I said, we'll talk about that in the Geek Roundup when we're done. But everybody announcing stuff, and I still don't see black characters.
Yep.
Nah,
I don't care.
I'm all
I don't
right.
bother with them.
I'm straight.
I don't
I'm
care. I
good.
have nothing to do with anything with black characters at all whatsoever. No.
Like
Period.
I'm straight. So
And I'm not even
Wagyu
gonna
got
be
me.
like I'm not even gonna be in my head like why don't they like nah. I already knew.
Yeah,
I was like
no,
okay.
I'm over that. Wagyu got me. Wagyu, I hope I'm gonna get you. Don't worry about it. Y'all look, put it like this. Let me put my business out. But if the Kickstarter is still open on the 1st, everything's gonna be okay. So Wagyu got me.
I'm looking
So
at their latest.
okay.
Their what is it? I know because most tiers are bought up, but I'm still looking to put my money in this.
Oh yeah, no. It's just like when you do anything else. As long as you put enough money in there to cover whatever tier, you're gonna get the stuff. Like, because the funding's finished. Like I said, 24 hours, I think. The funding's finished. Like, so as long as you get the money for base tier, you're getting it, period. So it's going through. Because, sometimes Kickstarters don't get funded. We've learned about those bad stories. This is not going to be one of those stories. Yeah. Yeah. I just thought it was freaking dope. Literally, the video dropped. I posted it in the Discord for us to talk about. The next day, I went on the Afro anime stuff. Oh, yeah, we're funded, y'all. I'm like, God, oh, right. I clapped, just like I'm doing right now. I clapped. Because you don't see stuff like this, support like this for Black stuff without some interloper coming in talking mess. Nah, we got you. The video game and the D&D. All covering all geekdom. I just love it. All right. Well, you know what? Let's keep the good Black times rolling. Dennis Cohen did an interview this week with The Roots, speaking on the return of Static and Milestone Comics back into the place it belongs, our hearts. Paulina, you shared this. You know what? Take the lead.
Okay, so basically this interview is just going over the hype and the hard work that went into bringing this back, drawing the attention back and the excitement around it, because there was a lot of uncertainty surrounding bringing it back for the fourth, fifth time. I don't know. There's just a lot surrounding trying to bring back, Milestone Media, and finally it's here, and the support is of course overwhelming with older fans and of course newer ones too, including myself, and it's exciting to just see this unfold in real time, and hopefully that everything, with kind of a new-ish origin story for a lot of the characters, especially Static Shock, and seeing Icon and being brought to the forefront of this return, as well as with a character that is a Black man, an alien, with conservative views, and I'm interested in this because I am already aware that it's the old school conservative views, not the crap you see now. What we're seeing right now. It's just a bastardization of.
Hey, you mean neo-Nazism?
Yeah, bastardization of Nazism, basically. So it would be very interesting to see him with his views, either just interacting, either saving people or not. I don't know.
I mean, Icon always saved people. He was just doing it from a conservative point of view.
Right. So I would like to see that. And again, as a new fan, it draws my interest, because literally what's going on, I really feel like what's happening now, I don't want to say they're taking advantage of it. Not only with this, but let's say for Wagadu Chronicles, I think a lot of people they're just really looking to see their own people succeeding. That's why.
And willing to put the money behind it.
Exactly. Finally, it's a slow start.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. There's still some naysayers out there and other stuff, but we're getting there. So with this, I'm looking to see, what the new year will bring with Milestone Media.
Yeah, I'm super looking forward to Black History Month this year, even without there being a Black Panther movie. Cause I'm buying books. Oh boy, am I buying books. Yeah. All I have to say is Dennis Cohen. I like his stuff. I ain't gonna front. I ain't buy a lot of it, but after reading this interview, okay, I'm down. I'm with you. I got it. I ain't gonna front. I was Dwayne McDuffie fan. When I found out he was writing he wrote cartoons that made me not feel bad about telling people I watch cartoons. Besides his comic book work, and I was down for the comic book work, I used to have original run issues of Static. So, yeah. So with Dennis Cohen's coming out saying this, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. Nah, I'm all in. Reggie Hudlin, whatever, the stuff with the lawsuit, whatever. I'm in because we need this. And the thing is, something I've told people a lot. So you can like the stuff that other companies give you, but then you have to support the stuff Black people give you if it's good. You got to give them a chance. You got to give them a chance. I'm not down for D&D. We talked about this. I had interest in it once, bad experience, didn't go back. I got friends that they trying to pull me back in. I'm not interested. I don't see anything that's going to bring me back in. I'm about to buy a whole D&D game now because it's got my African roots in it. Cool. I don't do MMOs. I love video games. I play them. I'm like, yo, I used to have girlfriends, so I can't got time for MMOs. I'm just making fun of y'all. I know y'all can have girlfriends playing MMOs. Calm down. But I just didn't put the time into it. I'm a fighter. I like fighting games. I do my matches, kick your butt, talk mess, walk away. Oh no, I'm finna play. What is it? Second Life. Wagadu's about to be Second Life. I'm gonna give it to him because I want this to work. I want this to succeed. We need more stuff like this that shows the diversity of the world. That shows us.
Yes.
Right.
Representation matters.
Right. Milestone Media. Even with you still technically being a part of DC, the BS going on with DC right now, and all the stuff I named before. No, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool because I want it. I'm in because like I said that DC stuff. Y'all, I hope y'all listen to the podcast. Y'all heard me rant about what's happening on the DC comic book side. I'm glad Milestone ain't being touched by it right now, but let's be honest, it's a big corporation. It'll eventually touch everybody. But right now, I'm finna support them. So even if it do touch them, I'm gonna show them like, no, I gave them my money. Y'all should not mess with it. Yeah, it's on. It's on. Milestone Media. They better come out with cool shirts, cool hats. I'm gonna rock them just like I rock my Black artist. Shout out to Kim Mosley. I'm rocking it. Let's go. Marvette, after reading this Dennis Cohen interview, how do you feel about the return of Milestone Media?
Representation does matter, and it's something that we all need at this moment. Definitely. And why is it so freaking hard to fund the fucking Black project? Just why?
Because it's that, I'm sorry, and I hate to say this, but Black people have a problem with that. Black person put it up, well, I gotta get a discount. Oh, come on, slide a brother a favor, that type of BS. White person do it, yes, I start taking them out even it is crap. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is, y'all, and we gotta change that. Even if it's a Black business you're not sure about, if it's your friend's Black business especially, give it a chance.
Sure.
Give it a chance. And let's be honest, we did give Milestone Media a chance. We supported, and then we didn't support it because of the comic bust. Then they had to go to DC. Then DC half-assed it. Let's be honest, they half-assed it. Now it's like, no, we're not going to let DC do this now. We're not going to let them half-ass it. This interview made me, even though I was already hyped, this interview got my money, though. And that's why I think it's the most important part. They got my money. They made me realize, no, I need to support this to keep this going. Let the other BS go out the way. If they're going to give me Black superheroes with intelligence and not the same dumb stuff, you got to support it. You just have to. While you do that, yeah, find the indie comic book artists. Support them too. Go to BlackSandsEntertainment.com, buy their books, their graphic novels. And then still buy your Marvel, your DC. If you don't have money for it, hey, cut back on a Spider-Man book for 1 month. Go support one issue of that and see if you like it. If you can't afford it, hey, buy some trade paperbacks. Nothing wrong with trade paperbacks. Let's be honest, you ain't got that much room no more. Too many books. But support. We doing it. Literally, you got 2 people here about to support this Kickstarter, so we can both have our own game. So just in case we get the MMO part, we can both play together. Support it. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to throw our money behind it. That's the point of this. That's the point of the initiative. It's not just talk. We put our money behind it. Y'all seen me out here with our Black artists, spreading their stuff, buying their stuff, wearing their stuff. Let's go. Okay, rank over. Y'all got anything else to say about Milestone Media? Okay.
One day I gotta teach me how to play this game.
Oh,
or does it come with
dude.
a tutorial?
Yeah, it does, but
Okay.
it's D&D, and those don't always help. If you go into the I could just send it to you. What am I talking about? We have downloaded the 300 or 500 page, Paulina?
The book?
Yeah.
300-page
Okay.
book. Yeah.
Mhm.
Precursor to all of this.
Lore, it gives you just the culture, different culture.
Beautiful picture.
Yeah. Downloading as we speak.
Okay, excellent.
Getting it right now.
Excellent. So yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So we, like I said, we've been down. Day one, Wagadu, we got you. Day one. Send us free stuff. Next story up. You know what?
I'm already on the Discord, so I'm a plug in our podcast.
Nice.
Hey,
nice.
Talking about you. All right.
Yeah, we could do D&D on Twitch. You know, we got a Twitch channel, y'all. Don't worry about it. It's coming. We're coming for you. Next story up, because I'm glad you shared this, Paulina, because I need a laugh. I've had a rough day. Quibi is officially felon, and Quibi, you're a bunch of idiots. Quibi, I don't care how many Emmys you won. Katzenberger, you're a dumbass, because I don't understand how you want to sit and create an online app only made for online. Can't share it nowhere. Can't put it on your television. If you even got stuff to put on your television, the app barely worked when it first came out to go on Roku and stuff like that. There's a minute and a half content, whatever it is. Yet nobody who works for you made online content. But you thought you was going to succeed, huh? Throwing in that $1 billion. Huh? All right. Good job. Paulina, I think the people heard my thoughts. What were your thoughts on Quibi's fall from even being low anyway?
When I saw why Quibi failed on my stream, I laughed so hard. Because when I first heard of it, I'm like, what? More streaming? Then I heard how they were setting up, and I'm like, what kind of elitist, snotty bullshit?
Say it. Say it.
That put dumbasses in because they're celebrities. Don't matter if they're black or white or what the hell have you. They're celebrities. Okay. They got their money so far up their own asses. They think this is a good idea to be a part of. I mean, I'm sure not a lot of them have full control. It's just work, blah, blah, blah. But come on. Of course, like, I knew it was going to fail. Like, I showed zero interest in it. But I kind of kept an eye on it because I'm like, I feel like this is just going to be another streaming service that's not going to do so hot. And guess what? It didn't do so hot. Shit ever. Because it's so dumb. How the hell? Like, it's no wonder I didn't hear much about it because of their model. How did they think this was a good idea? How did they think this was a good idea in terms of marketing? Because these dumbasses need to realize meme culture gets the word out. Okay? Meme culture gets the word out. Not just meme culture, okay? But you have people on these it's social media, dude. Social media. Okay? How are you going to compete with that in the way you're trying to compete? Who's going to care? And 10-minute shorts? What? On your phone?
10 minutes less.
Or less. What? What? Huh? Who's going to pay? No. Limited series, up to 10 minutes if we're lucky. How's that going to work? It had to be the weakest model I've ever seen, I've ever heard. And none of the stories are interesting anyways. That's the thing that bothers me. They're not interesting at all. I can't even name one. But I can
like you said, like you said, it's that elitist attitude because it's like, oh, well, look at all the celebrity names. We like, and we make celebrities. We've turned YouTube people into stars. We've turned them into movie stars. Movie stars come to YouTube. Movie stars get on Twitch. This is the greatest phenomenon I've discovered is wrestlers on Twitch. Wrestlers, and they out here killing it. We make stars. We don't need y'all to make them no more. So you putting a whole bunch of names on there, like, okay, cool. One of the biggest ones they used to put was the Anna Kendrick one. I'm like, yeah, we made Anna Kendrick though. So yeah.
We made her with Twilight. She was enjoyable in Twilight, and we were like, we need to see more.
Dude, we made her with Cups.
Yes. Oh, that was definitely when she blew up.
Yes, we made her with Cups, bro. We like, and she ain't never sung a song since. That's all she needed. Like, we got you. Don't worry about it. So you doing this and thinking, oh, we're just gonna run over there to it because Andy Kendrick like, no, we just turn around and make somebody else. We make three Andy Kendricks on TikTok every week. Like, are you serious? So like I said, I'm glad you put in it. I just need the lab. I mean, I know there are gonna be some engineers, some tech people. I know some customer service people that are gonna lose their jobs. And I'm sorry about that. But y'all had a good run because I know y'all got paid for all the billions of dollars that they just dumped into this dumpster fire. Y'all got paid. Don't be mad. Go get another job. Y'all be okay. Just tell them, oh, I worked on the Emmy Award winning Quibi. How long did it last? 2 months? But don't worry about it. It got Emmy Award winning. Put it on your resume. Merv, where you? Oh. No, you're good. I was going to ask Merv what her thoughts about the drastic, traumatic, and obviously foreseeable fall of Quibi.
I don't know who the fuck those guys were until you posted that fucking article.
There you go. Game, set, match.
I'm looking at all these people they got sitting on the board. That's who they decided to put on the fucking list. All these fucking celebrities that people don't give a fuck about.
Like
I'm sorry, they're washed up celebrities.
Dude, the movie star is dead.
I'm not sorry. Who gives a fuck about 40-something-year-olds these days?
Thank you. The movie star is dead. The only movie stars we have left are Tom Cruise and The Rock. Tom Cruise is like 80 years old trying to go to space next year. He may not come back. And The Rock is like, I'll really just do what I want and y'all like it. So, he don't even act like a movie star. He's The Rock. He was a wrestler. Again, wrestlers out here killing it. He was a wrestler. He like, I do what I love and I do what I like. If y'all like it with me, cool. And I'm going to give you inspirational apps and give you quotes every morning at 4:00. I turned that shit off. But yeah, there are no more movie stars. So you just putting in somebody's name on something doesn't bring us over there. And here it is. I'm going to tell you though. Samuel L. Jackson is different because I know y'all going to say, but Darren, didn't you guys just talk about how you're hyped for the Disney Plus show? Samuel L. Jackson is not a movie star. No, he's not a movie star. Samuel L. Jackson is an icon. We follow the legends.
Exactly.
Samuel L. Jackson can be in a movie for 5 minutes. I bet y'all go pay my money to watch that movie.
That's 5 minutes. Let him just appear on the screen.
That's true.
The fucking commercials he does for that credit card, fuck it. I'll sit there and watch it.
Daddy, those do be some good commercials. Them is some good commercials. You know what? Y'all should hold on, wait, real quick. We'll keep that in there. But y'all should have gave Sam Jackson the Quibi show. I might have bought it. Dummies. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Paulina.
No, I think that it was lucky for him that he was involved in that, honestly. Because even Quibi, no, it's too elitist for me. I don't care for it. But honestly, Samuel L. Jackson, since we're talking about him, I'm just gonna keep talking about him. Since he's an icon, the most iconic thing he's ever done. He was hosting an award show and he fucking did Bees in the Trap in a pink wig. And it was just the best thing I saw that entire year. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm going to post it in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm like, why I don't remember that? What the hell?
I don't know why, but it was the funniest shit. At least for that song.
Nice.
I think it was like for the NT.
Hold on. What they could have did that?
No, it was for
Go
the
ahead.
ET Awards or something like that.
But they could have did that. Samuel L. Jackson's covered the greatest hip hop hits. I would have bought Quibi for that.
Yep.
I would have bought Quibi for that.
Honestly, yeah.
They're not charging much. It's fucking $5. Well,
right. I would have paid
$8 without commercials.
Bruh. I would put that down. For just that, for Sam Jackson, a whole show of him doing that, I would have been in for that. But that goes to show you, like, again, their elitist point of view, even the celebrities they pick aren't celebrities that make you want to follow them. Oh, you're doing this? I'm coming. Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure the person who's like 2 years younger than me has no idea who Kiefer Sutherland is.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Like I said about Anna Kendrick, I love Anna Kendrick. I don't follow everything Anna Kendrick do. Only thing I think I follow her on Instagram. But I love her, but I'm not chasing after, oh, you did something new, Anna, what is it? No, I'm like, cool. Oh, you're doing something awesome. It's not somebody I follow. Again, I don't do like that with The Rock. And I love The Rock. I remember watching The Rock's first match. I remember that. But I don't jump at everything he does anymore. Like movie stars don't really exist. They have to draw. The content is the draw. Because once again, when people realize how powerful they are to make their own stars, they realize they ain't gotta listen to you. So you just telling them something is no. How about you call, let's say, Timothy De La Ghetto from YouTube. Call Timothy De La Ghetto up. Yo, Timothy, give us a sketch show. People will follow that because they made Tim. And Tim is going to call all his YouTube friends that other people will follow. They would have went to Quibi for that. You didn't call him. Dude, think of any big YouTuber you know right now in anything. Just any of them. We would follow them because we feel like we grew with them. We were with them when they blew up and they still with us. They still make YouTube videos every day for us. Anna Kendrick, I don't remember Anna Kendrick sitting and talking to me on Twitch talking about video games. I don't have that connection with her, you know? And again, Quibi was just conceptually bad. It was on that old Hollywood model. We create the stars and you will come. No, it's not like that no more. It's like we create the stars and we might follow them wherever they go. If they don't say nothing stupid or racist. We might stay with them.
And I think it's just an attempt to just hold on to that old Hollywood whatever. Because you look at Christopher Nolan refusing to release his movie on anything but the movie theaters during a fucking pandemic. And then you had a year before Steven Spielberg and one other director complaining about how Netflix has changed film and it's just not classic, blah blah blah. And it's like old windbags. Get over it. Adapt or get left behind.
Indeed, because Steven Spielberg then joined Apple TV as right.
What fucking streaming services do you need?
I have my Hulu, my Amazon Prime, and Netflix.
Hey,
enough. People need to stop coming up with shit that we don't need.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If when we get this money together right for the podcast, I'm buying all the streaming services and we just gonna use it as content. So I mean, I'm all right. I'm cool with it.
All right.
Cool with it.
As long as they include content we can actually be interested in and talk about.
Yeah, but it's also a good tax write-off.
That part.
Dude. No. We will spread the knowledge to our brothers and sisters to let them know even the stuff that you have in your personal life, if you put it towards a business that you own, ownership, black people, call it tax write-off. It's perfectly legal. Get it together, black folk. Get it together. Hey. You want to buy a whole bunch of Jordan shoes? Cool. Film them suckers. Put up a YouTube video. Say it's your part of your company. Tax write-off. Get it together, black people. Get it together. Okay? That's my thought-provoking economic advice for the day. For our getting over Quibi, something that's a little less funny, but also technologically just wow, is AI racist? This past week, a young man decided to do a test. He put up a picture of Barack Obama and Mitch McConnell on a long-form strip for Twitter. Twitter does automatic crop out for previews of pictures and things on your post. The pictures, the cropping, pick Mitch McConnell. The dude was like, okay, that's weird. Let's flip it around. What if I put Obama on top and Mitch all the way at the bottom? Let's see what happens. Oh, shock and awe. Twitter, pick Mitch McConnell again. The dude's like, okay, there might be because lighting or Mitch's smile, bright turtle face, whatever. Let's try something else. Let's do 5 pictures of Obama, 1 picture of Mitch McConnell. Twitter still cropped it out to preview only Mitch McConnell. So the man just started doing random black versus white. White got picked every single time. The one that got me, the one that made me be like, no, we need to talk about this on the podcast. They posted a picture of Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, that's Dave Chappelle But Dave Chappelle also has Tyrone Biggums, that white news anchor. Twitter picked Tyrone Biggums. Yeah. Marvette. So after reading the art, looking at the video, and doing a little research, the question is to you. Is AI racist?
Yeah, the motherfucker.
Yeah, I thought so.
Racially biased. Get the fuck out of here. Like, no. Like, you have this whole fucking system, all these fucking employees, and you didn't get to think like, hey, let's test this shit out again. You know how many fucking lives you put in danger because of this shit?
Dude, face recognition is a scam. Face recognition only recognizes white people as individuals and as people. If you black or brown or even darker or light, dark or white, oh no, you just wrong. You're not supposed to be here. You just wrong. Because one of the other examples that they show, because again, of course, people jumped on the bandwagon. They took stock photos of businessmen, one white, one black. 24 pictures of the black one, one picture of the white one. Twitter still chose to use the white one for the preview.
11 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Tested one out, 11 photos of the black one and one photo of the white one. Guess who was picked? The white guy.
The white guy.
Oh, when they put the freaking one all Hannibal Cannabis and put the fucking white face on a black dude, and guess what? He was picked.
White face won. So, Marvette, we have your answer. Carolina, both me and Marvette have gave incredible examples of what has been happening on Twitter in these past few days. So the question is to you, Paulina, is AI racist?
By AI's creators, yes, it is. Interestingly, I actually saw this unfold in real time on my Twitter feed a couple days ago. So it's very fascinating to watch, and for the most part, it did that. But then people started to, what was it? Blur the faces in the black.
Yep.
In the black stock photo showed up. Interesting. But then it was like this weird mixed pot of like, yes, sometimes the white stock photo showed up, but then you had the black person showed up in the other one. But then they started experimenting with backgrounds. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And some of them came up with mixed results. Others was just straight up Nas, the white person who was shown in the preview, not the black person, over and over again. So seeing this, red exclamation points just popped into my mind. Nothing but that. Reason being is because there was an experiment a couple years ago about how motion sensors don't recognize dark skin, especially when you're washing your hands or drying your hands. You know, for me, I've had that experience, but I thought, it's just janky. But looking at the experiment, I'm thinking, oh, maybe it just didn't recognize my skin. I don't know, but it's a hit or miss depending on the facility and how much the facility is willing to pay for actual good AI technology. But even so, you still see this crap happening. And now the worry is that, well, it's two things. Number one, it just tells you that there still are not enough black people and, non-black and non-white people of color, not in STEM. There still isn't enough. And the other thing that's alarming, even more alarming to me, is because of that, you have them developing technology for self-driving cars to recognize when a pedestrian is crossing the street. Now, if you have this AI technology built to primarily recognize lighter skin because of their lighter skin creators, do you have any idea how many deaths of black people or people of color will be on their hands? Do you realize how dangerous this absolutely is? No matter where you go, no matter where you look, that shit will always be there unless a very serious change happens. Not within these circles, but building our own circles and actually getting proper funding and succeeding in it.
Very well said. Now you guys have. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Barack Obama was the fucking president. He's famous. Who the fuck don't know him? And then, for God's sake. Oh my God.
Yeah, but Barack Obama didn't care about black people. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole other,
that's another conversation because he didn't care about black people. So anyway, the ladies have answered, and I'm the one who brought this article to the group's attention. So I'm gonna say this: is AI racist? No, it is not. The people who make the AI are racist. But the AI itself is not racist. The AI is taught what it is taught. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, racism, you're not born with it. That is a learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
In its system.
Yep. Facial recognition technology. Except for in China. Except for in China. It's racist because the only people they're looking for, due to their racist thought process, is black people. Not understanding that white people they do crime too. They did the greatest crime. They steal cultures.
They what?
But, they steal cultures. So let's keep it 100. So you got facial recognition. You have AI computer systems on social media. You have oh boy. You just have the goddamn photographer for your passport. Ladies and gentlemen, AI is not racist, just the people who make it. Because to think that you are creating a program to recognize the faces of people and you exclude black and brown people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are not a minority. We are the population of this planet. Stop letting them fool you. Stop letting their tech define you. Because their tech, because their life experiences, their biases, their racism will never allow them to see you. So Twitter, you piece of shits, get together. Facebook, we already know y'all want some BS with all these challenges y'all promoting. And I'm sorry, black people, have your fun. I'm not telling you not to have your fun. Do your thing. The only reason they getting this stuff is for facial recognition technology. But it's not going to be the good kind.
Baby photos.
Right. But it's not the good kind, though. It's not going to be the one like the cops use. It's just so they can sell you more stuff. That's all this is. That's all this is. Because the people who make the technology that films you daily, watches you walking down the street, that police use to track actual crime, they're not going to get that tech. They still don't recognize you. Be careful. Because the AI is not racist. But the people who make them are. And unfortunately, those people have a lot of power right now.
And it's like I said, it just tells you immediately there is not enough of us in this field.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look. I was not getting a job. I was just about to say that. They probably there, and they don't get hired when they see the names.
Exactly.
Sorry about that moving. Yeah. Yep. So I don't want to end this podcast on the down note. I don't. We've had a really good time tonight. We barely talked about penises. I'm happy about that. That was a good show. So let's go around. We're not going to.
When an interesting penis comes up, we'll definitely talk about it.
Never going to happen. And what we're going to do is go around and talk about some geek stuff that we found interesting. Oh, you know what? Let's do it like this. Anything that we found interesting in the Black Circle this past week. And Marvette, let's start with you. Got anything for us while we close out the show?
Found the Black store that I was interested in finding in my neighborhood. Nice. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm like, how that happened? I don't know, but I'm happy it happened.
Yo, if you go in Yeah, I was saying, you going in?
It honestly, from the outside, it looks like, how do I put it without being a little slightly, offending? But fuck it, I don't give a damn. It looked like Caucasian as fuck from the outside, but I saw the sister's face inside, and I went on in, and I looked at the sister like, "What you doing?" Hey, she's marketing.
Yeah, smart.
The neighborhood we're in, but you go inside, hey, the dashikis and the, let me just say, the scents from Africa and the drums and everything told me I was home. Oh, it smelled beautiful. It smelled natural.
That always brings me in the smell of those stores.
Right. Oh my god. And the oils. I'm like,
Okay.
girl, I love you.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So what you telling us is in a couple of days, the next time you venture out and you happen to go by the store, we're gonna get pictures, maybe a quick 2-minute video with the owner we can post on the Instagram. I'm saying maybe.
I guess I was just told to do that. Yes, I will be doing that. Yes,
Look
yes,
at
yes.
that. See, I keep telling y'all that observation is key to success in this world. That sometimes you just gotta pay attention. All right? All right. Yeah, I look forward to it. Like I said, support Black businesses, baby. That's what we're about. Support Black businesses. Support us because we got some stuff coming down the pipeline too. So support Black businesses. All right. Anything else, Marvette?
That's it.
Awesome. Hey, that's good enough right there. Paulina, anything you from the geek space or just the Black community in general?
Nah, not much on my end either. I haven't really noticed much that's been going on. Just chaos this week in terms of politics and people, even in the geek world, involved in politics. So I'm just like, so no, not really.
Gotcha. Cool. Anything you're looking forward to in the geek space or just in the Black community in general?
The Wagadu Chronicles.
Nice. Good callback.
Good
job.
I was waiting for that opening. I'm like, I want to talk more about this. So I'm excited for this. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Nice. You want to, in the description, drop the Wagadu Chronicles Kickstarter link. Want to do that?
Absolutely.
Sounds great. Sounds fantastic. What were you about to say, Merv? I'm sorry I cut you off.
I started downloading the book.
Excellent. Nice.
And I'm going through it as we speak.
Fire. Well, from my end, the collector side has Hasbro. What is it? Hasbro Plus Con. Because it's a HasCon, but this is Hasbro Plus Con. This is the website. Everything's all digital thanks to the pandemic. They just dropped my heart to the floor because I can't afford nothing no more. And they just talking about stuff coming out this year, new stuff coming out next year. And I've already sold my soul, so I ain't got nothing else to really sell. So but it was fun. They finally given me a classic version of Falcon. I like the movie version. I like Anthony Mackie. We giving us the black comic character. Love that. Love it. So I'm getting that, and it's coming out. Marvette, you'll like this in what's known as a wave, and in that wave, you get to build one of the best Hulks ever, Joe Fixit Hulk, when he's in his 3-piece mafia suit. So I can't wait for that and show you that and not let you touch it. That's gonna be awesome. Other than that, on the geek side, like basically everything we talked about in the podcast. Waiting for Wagadu. Gotta figure out the budget for these milestone comics. Figure out if I'm gonna go all digital. I'm gonna buy some brick and mortar. Just gotta plan out. Hey, guys, so you're gonna support. Plan it out so it's not. Don't feel like a burden. Supporting your people shouldn't feel like a burden. It should feel like love. And you know what? I'm just gonna end it right there. Dang it. Go ahead, Paulina. Go ahead.
All right. No, I was just gonna say for outside of black stuff for you manga fans, for you My Hero Academia fans, please start reading the manga because things are real heated right now. Absolutely, that was the thing I forgot. Absolutely heated. Just and you will just learn something new about a character. I can't say new. I don't know how observant y'all are about this certain character, but man, it's satisfactory. In terms of what is going on in the manga, I cannot spoil it because I don't know how far you are in the story, Darren. How far are you?
Yeah, we'll do it off camera.
All right. But please talk to me about it because I'm screaming right now.
Yeah, drop in the comments, people.
Yes, please. So, with that, thank you guys for listening to us, for tolerating us for about an hour. And we will see you next time. We love you guys very much. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.